Stop rushing your becoming. Yes, stop rushing. You are not behind because you are still learning. You are not failing because you are still healing. You are not lost because you do not have everything figured out yet. You are still becoming. And that is not weakness, that is growth. Welcome to In Her Next Chapter, daily motivation for women who are rebuilding, growing, healing, and learning how to embrace the process of becoming. Today, I want to remind you of something important. You do not have to be fully finished to still be moving forward. Let me ask you something. Have you been hard on yourself lately? Have you been thinking, I should be further by now? I should be healed by now. I should be more confident by now. I should have my life together by now. I should know exactly what I'm doing by now. But listen to me carefully. That pressure you are putting on yourself is not always helping you grow. Sometimes it is making you forget how far you have already come. You are looking at the version of yourself you want to become. And because you are not there yet, you are calling yourself behind. But you are not behind, you are in process. And there is a difference. Being in process means you are still learning, still growing, still healing, still discovering who you are, still becoming stronger in places you once felt weak. That does not mean you failed. That means you are human because life is not one big finish line where everything suddenly makes sense. You do not wake up one day with every answer. You do not become perfectly healed overnight. You do not gain confidence all at once. You do not rebuild your life in one season. Growth takes time. Healing takes time. Confidence takes time. Becoming takes time. And sometimes the growth is happening even when you cannot see it yet. You may not notice it right away, but you are changing. The things that used to break you may not break you the same way anymore. The words that used to destroy your confidence may not control you the same way anymore. The fear that used to stop you may not have the same power anymore. The version of you that once doubted everything is slowly learning how to believe again. That is growth. It may not be loud, it may not be dramatic, it may not look like a big overnight transformation, but it is still growth. Sometimes growth looks like choosing peace instead of arguing. Sometimes growth looks like saying no without explaining yourself. Sometimes growth looks like getting up and trying again after a hard day. Sometimes growth looks like not going back to what broke you. Sometimes growth looks like resting instead of forcing yourself to keep pouring from an empty place. Sometimes growth looks like whispering, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be either. That matters. So do not minimize your progress just because it is not perfect. Do not overlook your healing just because you still have hard days. Do not call yourself weak just because you are still working through things. You are allowed to still be learning. You are allowed to still be healing. You are allowed to still be figuring things out. You are allowed to be a work in progress and still be worthy of love, peace, success, and joy because you are not supposed to become your strongest self in one day. A seed does not become a tree overnight. A flower does not bloom the same day it is planted. And you do not become the woman you are meant to be without time, patience, lessons, and grace. So stop comparing your process to someone else's results. You do not know what they had to go through. You do not know how long it took them. You do not know what battles they fought quietly. And you do not have to punish yourself because your timeline looks different. Your journey is still valid. Your growth is still real. Your story is still unfolding. And the woman you are becoming is being built through the things you are experiencing right now, through the lessons, through the setbacks, through the healing, through the discipline, through the quiet moments nobody sees, through the prayers you whispered when you did not know what to do next, through the times you kept going even when your heart was tired, through the moments you chose not to give up on yourself. That is where becoming happens, not just on the mountaintop, but in the middle, in the waiting, in the rebuilding, in the messy parts, in the quiet decisions to keep showing up. So today, interrupt the thought that says, I should already be there. Replace it with, I am becoming. Interrupt the thought that says, I'm not doing enough. Replace it with, I am growing one step at a time. Interrupt the thought that says, it's taking too long. Replace it with, real transformation takes time. Because your words matter. The way you speak to yourself during the process will either strengthen you or discourage you. So speak with grace, speak with patience, speak with faith, speak with compassion. You are not finished yet. And that is not a bad thing. It means there is still more life in you, more growth in you, more wisdom in you, more purpose in you, more healing in you, more strength waiting to rise. So today, stop rushing your process. Stop judging yourself for not being fully healed. Stop criticizing yourself for not having every answer. Stop comparing yourself to a version of you that is still being created. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to rebuild piece by piece. You're allowed to become one day at a time. Because growth does not stop. You are evolving daily. And one day, you are going to look back and realize that the woman you prayed to become was being built in these very moments, the hard moments, the quiet moments, the uncertain moments, the moments when you kept showing up anyways. So trust the process, trust your journey, trust your growth, even when you cannot fully see it yet. Here's your reminder today: stay consistent, keep showing up for yourself, keep choosing healing, keep choosing growth, keep taking the next small step because every small step matters. You are not behind, you are becoming. And if this message encouraged you, share it with someone who needs to remember that they are still becoming too. Your next chapter is still unfolding. I will see you in my next video.